What if I told you that you could build a life system that actually works for you, instead of just reacting to whatever life throws your way? Not just surviving the week, but truly taking control of your decisions, your energy, and the direction of your life. Naval Ravikant. If that name doesn't ring a bell, let me introduce you to this extraordinary thinker. Tech visionary, successful entrepreneur, but above all, a modern-day philosopher. Naval has this rare talent of making life simple, turning complex ideas into clear, actionable principles. And what he shares isn't just theory, it's a real-life operating system, a practical guide for living by your own rules, not the ones the world tries to impose on you. In this video, I'm not just going to explain Naval's philosophy, I'm going to show you how to apply it in real life. How you can use his mental models, his first principles thinking, and create your own value system to make better decisions every single day. Before we dive in, I want you to think about this. Which area of your life feels stuck, frustrating, or confusing right now? Write it in the comments, right now. Don't stay passive. This video will hit much harder if you know exactly where you want to grow. So if you're ready to stop letting life happen to you and start designing it according to your own rules, let's jump in with mental models, the first building block of a system that can literally transform the way you make decisions and live your life. Part 1. Mental models for better decisions. Let's start with the core building block of Naval's life operating system, mental models. If you're not familiar with the concept, think of them as a set of smart lenses that let you see problems clearly, anticipate consequences, and make smarter decisions, even when life feels chaotic. This is what turns someone who drifts through life into someone who acts with clarity and precision. What is a mental model? A mental model is a universal rule or concept that helps you understand reality and act more intelligently. Naval never makes random decisions. He observes the world, breaks it down into simple elements, and applies principles that work in almost any situation. It's like having an internal GPS for life, guiding you to the smartest choices and keeping you from wasting energy on noise. The more mental models you learn, the more you develop a mental navigation system. Every problem becomes clearer, every choice more rational, and every success more likely. Concrete examples of Naval's mental models. The 80-20 rule, Pareto principle. Naval often says 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Example, if you identify the 20% of tasks that generate the most impact at work, you can focus your energy on what actually creates value. This applies to everything: business, relationships, health, even how you spend time on social media. Compounding. Naval loves this one. Small, repeated gains over time create massive results. Example, reading 20 minutes a day can make you an expert in a year. Saving 10% of your income every month can make you financially free in a decade. This is the power of consistency, and it applies to habits, skills, and relationships too. Probabilities and calculated risks. It's not about luck. Naval evaluates every decision based on the chance of success versus the cost of failure. Example, investing in a startup isn't irrational if the potential payoff far outweighs the risk and the downside is manageable. In short, he seeks opportunities with the highest impact to effort ratio. Inversion, another key model. Inversion, instead of asking, "How do I succeed?" ask, "What could cause me to fail completely?" Then avoid those pitfalls. Naval uses this to sidestep costly mistakes, and you can too, to make safer, smarter decisions. Systems thinking. Naval always considers how elements interact. No decision exists in isolation. Example, improving productivity isn't just about scheduling tasks. It also involves managing energy, relationships, and your environment. Everything is connected. Practical exercise. Now it's your turn. 1. Grab a notebook or your phone. 2. List 3 important decisions you need to make this week. 3. For each, choose at least one mental model to apply: Pareto, compounding, probabilities, inversion, or systems thinking. 4. Rewrite each decision using these models. Example, I'll focus 80% of my time on the 20% of tasks that generate the most revenue, while avoiding actions that could derail my main goal. Bonus tip: notice the difference between your first idea and the revised version. You'll see that thinking in mental models transforms your decisions from ordinary to optimized. Share in the comments which mental model you'll try first and for which decision. This small step commits you to actually apply the method. If you feel these ideas could change how you decide and act, hit like to support this kind of content. And to catch more masterclasses on Naval and other great thinkers, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every mental model you adopt is a step toward a clearer, more effective, and freer life. Part 2. First principles thinking. If mental models are your lenses to see the world, then first principles thinking is your compass to navigate it. Naval doesn't follow advice blindly or stick to routines. He starts from scratch, questions everything, and builds his own truth, his own philosophy. This is the difference between someone who drifts through life and someone who creates it consciously. Understanding the core concept. First principles thinking is about digging down to the root of every problem. Instead of repeating what everyone else does or believes, ask yourself, why is this actually true? Which facts are verifiable? Which assumptions am I just accepting by habit? Think of it like taking apart a computer to see exactly how it works, then rebuilding it to run at peak performance. Naval applies this to everything: work, money, relationships, health. He never copies. He builds a personal strategy grounded in reality. Practical examples. Time management. Instead of following the standard work 8 hours a day, Naval asks, which tasks really create value? How can I maximize the impact of each action on my life? The result? He designs days that multiply value, where every effort becomes leverage for freedom and creativity. Finance and financial freedom. Instead of saving money by habit, he asks, which actions produce real financial freedom? How can I build assets that keep generating value even while I sleep? This approach led him to invest in time-independent assets and build passive income streams instead of relying on a fixed salary. Learning and skills. Naval doesn't chase trends or generic advice. He asks, which skills are transferable and high leverage? What knowledge lets me create value in any context? This lets him focus on what truly matters, not what's popular or expected. Relationships and social environment. He applies first principles thinking to relationships too. Which interactions actually add value and support my life? Which connections move me closer to my goals and ideals? By removing the unnecessary and cultivating the right connections, he maximizes the impact of his environment on success and happiness. Practical exercises. Exercise 1. Analyze a daily problem. Pick a reoccurring problem: money, work, health, or relationships. 2. Create 3 columns in a notebook: what I currently think, verifiable facts, and optimal solution from scratch. 3. Answer honestly. Tip: compare the usual solution with the one built from first principles. You'll often be surprised by the gap. Exercise 2. Identify leverage in your life. 1. Track all your daily activities for a week. 2. For each, ask, does this action actually create value, or is it just habit? If I rebuilt everything from zero, would I still do this? 3. Keep only the activities that pass the test. Result: you start building a simplified, focused life aligned with your goals. Try this method on a problem today and share what you discovered in the comments. It's amazing to see how people reinvent their lives using this approach. Every principle you apply brings you closer to a freer, more effective, and values-aligned life. Part 3. Building your own value system. If first principles thinking is your compass, your value system is your internal GPS. Without clear values, even the smartest strategy can leave you running in circles. Naval himself says, hard decisions become easy when your values are clear. Building your value system means creating a solid framework for every action and choice, so every step you take brings you closer to the life you truly want. Key concept: a value system isn't just a list of inspiring words like freedom or authenticity. It's a practical guide for every decision. What do you do when faced with a tough professional dilemma? How should you respond in tricky social situations? Where should you invest your time and energy? Naval emphasizes clarity and simplicity, fewer values, deeply rooted, rather than a long, abstract list. These values become the thread that runs through your entire life. Concrete examples of values. Freedom: choosing not to sacrifice your time for unnecessary obligations or picking work that gives you autonomy. Naval always chooses freedom over temporary comfort. Continuous learning: investing time each day in high-leverage skills, reading, experimenting, reflecting. Even small daily efforts accumulate into unique expertise. Authenticity: speaking your truth, acting according to your principles, even if it goes against the crowd. Naval highlights that sincerity creates respect and real opportunities. Curiosity: exploring, asking questions, understanding the why behind things. Naval stays curious, which allows him to invent original solutions instead of following the beaten path. Practical exercises. Exercise 1. Identify your 5 core values. 1. Take a notebook and list all qualities or ideals you consider essential. 2. Narrow it down to 5 core values that will truly guide your decisions. 3. For each value, write a concrete example of an action that reflects it. Tip: if you struggle to choose, ask, if I could only keep one value, which one would absolutely guide my life? Exercise 2. Value-guided decisions. 1. For 1 week, before each important decision, ask yourself, is this action aligned with my value X? Will taking this action keep me true to my personal philosophy? 2. Track your answers and notice how decisions become clearer and smoother. Exercise 3. Create your value mantra. Combine your 5 values into a simple phrase you can repeat every morning. Example: I choose freedom, learning, and authenticity to build a rich, aligned life. This becomes a daily reminder to act with intention and consistency. Share in the comments your #1 value and how you'll honor it this week. It's incredible how simple clarity around values can transform your everyday life. If you find these exercises powerful, like the video to support more practical, inspiring content. Part 4. Building your personal life operating system. Now that we've explored the 3 core pillars, mental models, first principles thinking, and your personal value system, it's time to put it all into action. This is where the magic happens, turning theory into concrete steps so every decision you make actually moves you closer to the life you want. Integrating the 3 pillars. Think of your life operating system like an internal dashboard. Mental models are your measurement instruments. First principles thinking is your analytical engine, breaking complex problems into simple, actionable pieces. Your value system is the compass keeping you on the right path. When these three elements are aligned, decisions become faster, clearer, more effective, and most importantly, truly aligned with who you are. Simple daily routine. Here's a simple routine you can start tomorrow to make your system automatic. 1. 5 minutes to reflect on one key decision. Pick a decision you need to make today or this week. List your options and visualize the possible outcomes for each. 2. Check it against your values. Ask, does this decision align with my 5 core values? If the answer is no, adjust your choice. 3. Apply first principles thinking. Break the situation down. What are the undeniable truths here? What is the most logical, effective action based on those truths? Concrete example. You're debating whether to take on a new project. Mental models, cost-benefit, leverage, ROI on your time. Values, freedom, learning, authenticity. First principles. If the project doesn't create lasting value or develop a key skill, it's not a priority. Result, a clear, aligned decision with 0 regrets. Your turn. Take one decision this week using your life operating system and share your experience in the comments. How did it affect your choice and mindset? If you want more strategies to build a freer, more aligned life, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next lessons. Turn on notifications for upcoming masterclasses on practical philosophy and Naval Ravikant's methods. Your life deserves this clarity and structure, and every small step counts. Remember, a clear system doesn't just make decisions easier, it transforms you over time. Freedom, clarity, and mastery don't happen by accident. They're built consciously, day by day. Conclusion: taking control of your life operating system. So what's the key takeaway from everything we've explored today? Your life operating system doesn't have to be complicated. It's not about following someone else's rules. It's not about comparing yourself to other people's success. It's about building a system that actually works for you. A system that clarifies your decisions, aligns your actions with your values, and gives you the freedom to live the life you truly choose. Think of this. Every small choice you make each day is a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. Every decision, no matter how small, can either move you closer to the life you want or pull you further away. Take action today. Don't wait for tomorrow to start testing this system. Here's a simple, practical challenge. 1. Pick one decision to apply your system to this week. 2. Write down your core values and check that your choice reflects them. 3. Break the situation down using first principles thinking to make the most effective decision possible. You'll notice the difference immediately in your clarity, your confidence, and your energy. Think long term. Remember, a life operating system isn't built in a day. It's an ongoing process. Week by week, month by month, you refine your mental models, sharpen your values, and apply first principles thinking. Gradually, you become more independent, more aligned, and more free. I want to hear from you in the comments. What's the first decision you're going to apply using your life operating system this week? How are you going to make sure it truly reflects your values? If this video inspired you to rethink how you make decisions and to start building your own life system, give it a like to support the content. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we dive into more strategies, mental models, and practical philosophies to help you design a life that genuinely fits you. Thanks for watching until the end. And if today's masterclass gave you clarity, don't stop here. Watch my other video on Naval Ravikant's 3 big decisions, the simple choices that shape your freedom, your mindset, and your happiness. The link's right here. I'll see you there. Remember, life isn't waiting. Your life system starts right now, today, here. See you soon, right here on Deep Life Lessons.